Hi guys, it's Amy with Aim to Plan, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about the evolution of the Happy Planner designs. So, just in advance, I apologize for any noise in the background. My fridge is starting to make really weird noises. Hopefully, it's not too distracting. But video, but today's video but today's video is all about discussing the evolution of the style of Happy Planner from year to year. And I could have gone about this video multiple different ways, but what I decided to do was keep it fairly straightforward and simple. And I'm going to show you the design from a 2019 planner that I pulled out, and then this planner, which is a 2023, 2024 planner. And so these were the two planners that I purchased. This one I purchased just as a potential for Rose's memory book. And then this planner was one in my stash that I was saving to actually use later on and just redate. But I did decide in the past week to just go ahead and use this as Rose's memory book and return this one. But I wanted to flip through them both and just kind of show you again the design elements, and to talk a little bit about like how Happy Planner has shifted their planner designs over time. So we're going to start with this one. I know a lot of Happy Planners might be a little bit newer to the Happy Planner like game and the designs that they've had, and so I thought just this would just be fun to flip through this. So again, this is from 2019. This is a 12-month planner that is super old. You can see here that this is what the year at a glance looks like. Actually, maybe I should do this together. Okay, so I was initially going to flip through them separately, but I decided to flip through them side by side just to show you some of the comparisons and point out some of the differences kind of together. And so what I'm going to do is zoom out just a tiny bit more to get everything on screen, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, so I don't have the cover for this one. If anyone knows which cover belongs to this planner, I would love for you to tell me. I probably have sold the cover at this point, and I don't mind using a cover that's not the correct one, but I have no idea which planner this is, what name it is, or any of that. But this is the Hello page. One thing that I have noticed with the Happy Planner is that they do tend to still keep their Hello page fairly decorative. And so you can see here that this one is super cute. It has like these kind of like small icons down here. There's some stripe in the background, but this one is just as I think decorative and colorful. I love the florals here. And so again, I picked up these two planners just to be able to consider my options for Rose's memory book. Okay, and so this is just one of the years at a glance. I'm going to flip it this way and show you this year at a glance. Now, one of the things that the Happy Planner used to do was kind of, it of course changed by the like planner that you purchased, but some of the planners had the dates and then icons underneath the numbers, and I think they got feedback that people wanted to try to use their at a glance pages, and so they then like stopped putting elements underneath the numbers. And so definitely you can use like washi dots or like a highlighter, circle around, just pin and circle the dates that stood out to you or were important to you, holidays, things like that. So this is one of the differences that kind of jumps off right at the bat. This particular planner, this one, does have some decorative elements, but there are, of course, multiple Happy Planners that are much more neutral, and so they don't have even like the color in the background or these kind of design elements. And so that's something to keep in mind as you are looking for a planner. If you want some of these decorative elements, you do have to kind of look for it. I think more so nowadays, they have much more of a limited option. I would say that it's not zero options, but it's just a little bit more of a hunt for it. And so this is the other page. And then in previous older Happy Planners, they did not have the year at a glance. And so these pages are something that they have evolved and started to add into their Happy Planners. So that is there. Right, and then just to compare the currently pages. Now, I didn't actually, for this page, consider this to be a very, like, I guess, good marker of what a currently page is. In fact, I'll try to find a page. Okay, I pulled this page. Okay, I pulled this page from another planner that, again, I'm going to be using for my other daughter, Sophia's memory book. She selected this one as her favorite. But this is what the currently page used to look like, where it had a section that actually said currently and would have things like reading, planning, watching, eating, listening, feeling, loving, and celebrating. And so this is why we do refer to it as the currently page, because of these kind of currently prompts that are on this I guess like dashboard page right before the divider. This one, not so much currently. It's more of a notes section, which actually I do like this. It's really exciting to have that for a currently page, even early on in 2019. But you can see how this actually, I think, looks very similar. This one has fewer, like, well, I don't know if it's few. Yeah, it is fewer. Like there's only one, and here there's like several items, but there are fewer design elements. I mean, it removes a lot of the color and like kind of sprinkles and things like that that this currently page has. So over time, the Happy Planner has kind of shifted to having more neutral currently pages. In fact, this is fairly decorative nowadays. Normally, it's going to be pure black and white with no design elements on it at all. Now, one thing that I do think that the Happy Planner has kind of kept the same over time, I'll flip to January just as a comparison because this is a January divider. But I think that the Happy Planner has pretty much always kept their dividers very colorful, very bright. There are, of course, planners where you get something that's a little bit more professional looking. It will be a little bit more simplistic and minimalistic in terms of color scheme or like design elements. But for the most part, most Happy Planners, I feel like pull out all of the stops with their dividers. And so you can see this one just as an example is like, this is the 2019, this is 2024, January 2024. And I think that, just depending on your taste, but I feel like it could go either way, right? These are both fairly decorative, and if you wanted to flip-flop them and switch them around, I would say that they don't read as so different that you couldn't switch them around. So hopefully that makes sense. I'll show you a couple of other dividers. All right, here's February. Okay, and here's February for this one. This one to me is a lot more like colorful and like busy, I guess. This one's a little bit simpler, but again, still like in terms of color, I feel like they are both very beautiful. All right, and look at this one. And here's March. All right, again, this one is maybe a little bit simpler, but I think it's still very like colorful. All right, and maybe just a couple more. All right, here's April. Right, this is what the April, like this one has like all of these elements, and that's kind of the design theme of the planner. This one I think is beautiful. I love this cover. All right, I'll do June and then we'll kind of wrap it up. Okay, so again, this is kind of like a pattern here, but look at this one. This June divider is gorgeous. I love that. Okay, and so again, to me, the dividers have always really stood out in the Happy Planner as something that they do really well. They enjoy the design element that occurs with putting together like really nice, colorful, bright, and attractive dividers. And so that's my opinion. You can certainly disagree with me, but I think that that's one of the things that keeps people who are Happy Planners coming back to Happy Planner. And so let's talk then about the next section, which is going to be the monthly. And for this, I'm just going to pull the 2019 over first. You'll notice here that for this planner, there's a lot of color at the top, and then there are like these kind of sprinkles around here. And then they used to, back in the day, for some planners, not every planner, but they used to have the holidays but include like little elements next to it. And this does apply across this entire planner. So it'll have the holiday and then the little element next to it. Super cute. There are nowadays some Happy Planners that do have kind of these design elements. I know that, for example, like the cyanotype recently had like lots of blue, and so it was very like color heavy on the monthly. And so there are definitely planners that you can find with it, but it's again much more limited. But here for this 2024 January 2024 planner, it's much more, I would say, simpler. The headings here for the days of the week are different. Over here, it's a much like more striking font, I think. This one is just like a much cleaner look. It does have a design element here, which a lot of Happy Planners nowadays don't even include this. And it does have this design down the margin, which again, a lot of Happy Planners don't have those. So this one is, I would say, fairly decorated nowadays for Happy Planner. So that is that. Now here for the weekly page, a couple of things that I will point out. The the week again are in like a very striking font. I actually love that cursive, so that's super cute. They used to include like the mini calendar here in the corner, a design element, and then of course the month with the days and everything like that. And depending on the planner, they sometimes included like this like already built in, like printed on the page kind of checkbox in the corner, and of course that varied depending on the planner. They also had like this very thin line. This is actually thin compared to some of the even older planners that had a much thicker like heading line, but this is very thin, but you can see it's a color. So this one is kind of like a muted blue color. I don't know what shade to call it, but this one, the box here is a little bit darker. This one is a little bit lighter and a little bit more green. And the numbers here are in orange. So all of those things are, I think nowadays, very different because the Happy Planner tends to lean to just kind of keeping it to black and white with very little color. And so with that kind of design, there were like 3 different colors on the page. Here, we only have 1 color on the page. That's non-black, and so it's going to be the design element here that's like these splatters down the side or down the margin. And so and this is considered a like different design element, like even more designed than some of the more neutral planners which have like just black and white. It's going to be like stripes or polka dots or something very simplistic and black and white. And so here, these are like polka dots. There are some pages that have design elements, not every single page, but I think it's going to be like the 3rd page normally is what they do. All right, so here there are 3 colors here. And so it just, I guess, depends on the month. But I would say that in general, these pages just had more elements. When people ask for like a truly seasonal planner, I think this is kind of what they're talking about, with like something that really reads as the month. And then it has like these design elements down here. And I'll flip to a couple of other months just to kind of show you what it looks like. So let me move this one out of the way. I'll actually at this point flip through them separately just to kind of show you. All right, the weeklies, or the monthlies too. The monthly for this one looks like this. Look at these design elements here for 2019. And this is what the weekly looks like, right? It has this envelope at the top, and then it has something that already kind of looks like washi down here. And the color here is purple. I think it's beautiful. I'm excited about using this. I don't know where March went, so I have to find that at some point. It's probably buried in here somewhere. This is April. You can see how many stickers are on the monthly here. I should have put this on discs. It would be much easier to turn. But you can see, again, like something that looks very washi-like. And then the design element here. And this one has like this kind of green line. I should definitely try to find March. It's in here somewhere. But here's May. Look at that. The lemons are so cute. Look at that. Happy Planner used to have a lot of lemon designs. So super cute, right? And so it kind of repeats from there. So I'll quickly flip through it just so you can see it. Right, look at the flower design here. So cute. This is July, but it has like these shamrocks, which is kind of interesting. No, this is March. Okay, so this is March. Okay, so that's why it's in there and it's kind of weird. So this is March. I found it. All right, and it has these like raindrops down here. I'll move this to March. Okay, and this is July. All right, that makes a lot more sense. I was like, why are shamrocks here? Okay, so it has like these kind of ocean designs, and it repeats here. Again, I don't know where, okay. I was trying to like fix this up, and clearly, okay, so here's August. Sorry for fumbling around with this. Again, if I had put this on disc, I would be a lot more prepared. Right, but look at that, that's so cute. I think this is a little bit too early for fall, but it's still very cute. Look at this, that's so cute, right? That means I have to like go camping or backpacking in September this year, 2024, I mean. And look at the falling leaves, that's so cute. Right, and then here's October. Wow, that is adorable. I love that. All right, look at these pictures. They're so cute. All right, and it repeats again here. November has these leaves right here just blowing in the wind. Isn't that cute? And then December. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Okay, look at that. Isn't that so pretty? Okay, and now not everyone likes the super designed aspect of that planner. And so if that's not your vibe, then certainly neutral planners will be much better for you. But also there's a middle ground. And so I feel like this in particular is kind of a good middle ground. And so again, this is January. This is the design element in January. It has the speckles down here. And then here's February. Here's the design element kind of sitting here. It has hearts down the middle, right? And then here's March. It has this kind of rainbow right here with a flower. It looks like blue or green polka dots in there. And then you see the design element pop up on just one of the weeks. So again, I think that you can find a more designed planner. Look, here's the butterfly, and then it has these stripes down the middle. You just have to look for it, because I think nowadays the Happy Planner is trying to be more neutral. I think that's personally, I think that's because they are a planner and sticker company, and so they do want you to have their stickers and use the stickers. So it just makes sense to me from a business perspective to be more neutral and let people kind of like have full creative reign on the pages. But if you want something a little bit more decorated, again, you can find it. Like, this is a good example. This is a current planner. I was able to find it at Hobby Lobby, no problem. And you know, it has some of these design elements on there. And so hopefully this video is helpful to you. It gives you some idea of, I think, how the Happy Planner has evolved over time. If you want something that's like fully seasonal, fully decorated, you will have to go back to much earlier years. I would go back to like 2016, 2017, 2018, or 2019 to be able to see some of the very decorated pages. But I think even now, though, you can find enough seasonal elements in some of the planners to really enjoy them. I'm trying to show you all of these design elements on the page, right? Oh, look, this one has a bite out of that apple. Was that on the monthly? No, it wasn't on the monthly. See, isn't that cute? Right? Someone has a sense of humor, right? But again, I think that you can find it. Look at this cute ghost. You just have to look for it. It's a little bit more limited, but I don't think that Happy Planner is fully out of the decorated pages game. I just think that there's more of a call for people wanting neutral planners, and so from both a marketing perspective and a practical perspective, it just makes sense for them to cater to the larger portion of their market. And also, they do provide very cute stickers, and so if you have the cute stickers, you can decorate the page yourself. And so there is some practicality there from a business perspective to be able to do that. And so the very last thing I'll talk about is the notes page. Again, I can't do a comparison of the covers because I don't have a cover, but I will say the covers to me are very similar to dividers. The covers are pretty much always cute, and that's why I keep collecting them. But this is the notes pages, the very back page of the planner here for the 2019. Again, there are some elements here, lined page, but again, I think that the Happy Planner continues to decorate this page. There are some planners, the more neutral planners, that don't have this decorated page, but I think that this is so cute and already very decorated. And so again, I think my take-home point here is you can find decorated planners even now with current planners, 2024 planners. It's just a matter of searching for them. My best tip for 2024 planners or trying to find more seasonal elements is I tend to find that they are released as 18-month planners. And so if you're looking for a more decorated planner, something that's not neutral, then I would look for a spring release planner, something that released as a July start planner and goes for 18 months, rather than looking for the January to December planners, the 12-month planners that release in the fall. Just because from my perspective, and doesn't hold true across every single planner that is released, but I find that the spring planners tend to be more colorful, have more design elements, that kind of thing, than the 12-month planners. And that's just my opinion. You can leave me your thoughts and let me know if that applies to you, if you agree with that or not. But again, I hope this was just helpful to see how I think Happy Planner has evolved over time. Not everyone will agree with me, but I think that is, in my opinion, how the Happy Planner has evolved. It's mostly been, in my mind, the monthly and the weekly pages that have changed the most. The currently page, depending on the planner, some planners were a little bit more neutral even way back in the day, but they have over time lost a little bit of color and brightness to their pages. That's just my opinion, and you can let me know if you disagree or if you agree, or what your take on the evolution of Happy Planner is over time. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel, and until the next video. Bye guys.